All right, hey guys. I decided to come back and come and talk a little bit though about some things that I want to talk about because in every situation, there's typically an ending. You know, it's typically an ending. Um, and what the hell? Oh, that's makeup that's all dripped down my eyes and stuff. All right, guys, hold on a second. Usually, when there's a situation, there's usually an end game. There's usually an ending. So sometimes I think that, 'cause, it's sometimes I think that this little situation that's going on is never going to end because it's just too convenient for black people to be able to bully somebody online. Um, I am a successful witch. I work very hard for my family. I don't really, I don't, I don't usually bother people, but since I've been getting bothered, harassed, attacked, sometimes empire want to strike back. And when you do strike back, the sender, bullying, more harassment of your channel, harassment of your family, violent threats. But I got threatened tonight, y'all, with violence. Literally, I haven't threatened anybody with violence. Like, what's the end game? Like, y'all ready to kill me over YouTube? You black folk, you black folk are ready to kill me over YouTube, man. That's sad. I really want to talk. I really want to talk about this because I was doing a reading earlier today, and oh, this rain is so nice. I was doing a reading earlier today, and I was talking and explaining about how when it comes to people that have subconscious behaviors and these behaviors that come from their subconscious, they don't even realize what they're doing. They just do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I'm going to be honest with you. Many of these people, they so evil that I believe that they're possessed by demons. Okay, I'm talking about badass demons. I'm sorry. Hey, anti-ADOS guy. Hey. So I'm wondering, what is you guys' end game? Like, you're just gonna hunt me to the end of the world? I'm never gonna leave YouTube. I'm never gonna commit suicide, and I'm never gonna be broke. I'm never gonna stop being a witch. I'm never ever ever gonna stop being who I am. So now what? You're just gonna keep going on and 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 on. This is not. It's really not healthy. It really isn't. Like, is this really gonna go on forever? Like, you guys are just gonna kind of use me as your punching bag because I'm a nice person? That's what you're gonna do. You're just gonna continue to try to use me as a punching bag, ain't you? I can't even. You know what? I'm doing my hair tomorrow because it needs to. I'm gonna cut it, deep condition it, and braid it up tomorrow. So I'm gonna jump off camera because I can't even look at some of these people right now. How can what I will tell you is that justice has already been served in this situation. You don't get to break up with somebody over and over and over again so that you can relive the experience because you're trying to get over some kind of childhood trauma. Yeah. Yeah, this goes a little. You know what? I've actually had some horrible exes. Like one in particular was really horrible. That's really the only horrible one that I had was that one. But this guy literally is slandering me. Literally slandering me with, like, how can you live with yourself? This dude actually does this stuff, gets off of there and goes to sleep. And see, I have completely disconnected from what this guy has been doing, because if I were emotionally connected to it, I would have went over there and killed him by now. Y'all would have saw me on the news. YouTuber kills stalker. I just want to know, what is the end game. That's really what I want to know. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back. I just wonder, and some of these people claim that they have families. Like, I'm sorry, I was raised differently. I was not raised to talk about people's children. I was not raised to lie on people. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just, I feel like this. I feel that this group of black people are hating on my success. This is exactly what's happening. And y'all trying to make excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. But when it boils down to it, you're just a hater. You want to lie and try to make people judge me. And see, this is what I cannot stand. Because you are jealous of my success. That, I mean, damn all of the other wonderful things about myself. The hell with all of that. It's just the fact that I am successful. So there is no end game, because I can't imagine that any of these people are ever going to do anything worthwhile on YouTube. They're not. But I just want to let you guys know that I'm never going to leave YouTube. Never. Never. Everything that you do, my spirits will do something about it. And you guys are not just having fun. You're not just roasting people. You are this, especially Mike Mills's platform, a bunch of miserable people looking for somebody to take your shit out on. Let's just keep it real, man. Let's not negate from nothing else. Let's just stick to the topic at hand. Okay? Y'all are miserable in y'all life. Hit the thumbs up, you guys, by the way, because I'm sure they're over here thumbs and down and probably trying to flag. I don't know who bought you to me. I kind of have an idea, though. And that person will thoroughly be cursed. You trying to interfere with spiritual stuff. You're bothering the people in my chat room. I mean, this is how suicidal people behave. This is not how happy people that have 7-bedroom houses and cars and, oh, I'm so happy and fulfilled in my relationship. No, you're not. You're miserable. You've been miserable. You've been miserable. You've been taking this shit out on me for years, Mike. You're not on there just trying to have fun. You never have. You have been on there with an intent to harm somebody. And that is why your health has failed. That is why your health has failed. And, when are you going to get yourself together, dude, and stop bothering people that have nothing to do with whatever it is that you're suffering through. Clearly, you suffer daily. And, it was nothing that I could ever do to make you happy. You're not going to let that happen. So, being with me was not a solution. Why don't you go and get some therapy or go see a psychiatrist? Why is mental illness so taboo in the black community that people won't go and get help? All of y'all need help. That's why I said, let me get back to my life instead of dealing with your asylum. Well, here's your lecture. You wanted a lecture, you got it. You need to get some mental help fast. You're going to have to. Now, let me just say this also. I wanted to come and give you guys an update on Jacob's progress. Okay, that herbal remedy that I gave him definitely healed him. He does not have to take that medicine, that potion that I gave him. He does not have to take it every day. And he's doing great. Okay, I'm pretty sure that the same demons that came into his life are ravaging you guys' brains. Y'all don't have that potion that my son can take. In fact, y'all probably on some kind of psychotropic drug that's just making you more evil and more suicidal. I'm talking about seething with hatred and demonic energy. Seething with it. You hate your life. You hate other people. You hate children. You got a lady on there right now that hates her own children, literally hates these children. There's a video of her calling her so-called autistic child, an it. And these are the people that you rock with, and yet you're trying to connect yourself with me. It's disgusting. Why do you think that it's an insult to me for you to bring this woman on your platform to talk crazy to me? Do you not understand that you are guilty by association? I want to know. I want to know, Michael. I want to know from Mike Mills right now, are you a child abuser? You're a child abuser. You allow child abuse on your platform, which is why we're going to have to flag you. We're going to wait till tomorrow because I'm tired. We're going to have to flag your channel. You're on there abusing children. And the reason why you guys start abusing people's children is because you're hurt. Your feelings are hurt. Why are you like I had no idea when I first walked into the black sector that it was not about jokes. It was literally about harming people. You people dox people. Y'all drop people's documents. Y'all SWAT people. Y'all are actually domestic terrorists. I want y'all to know that you guys commit acts of terrorism. And you're never, look, we know that you're now fighting back with Cat Smith, but you're still very afraid of her and you're very emotional over her. She rules over your mind, okay? You guys don't understand how disgusting you are. I'm talking about extremely disgusting. First of all, I don't care if I looked at 10 dicks online. You don't have the right to be disrespectful to me. You see what I'm saying? So there's always some underlying justification for your actions, but there is no justifying what you did. And you will not get justice, honey. You will not. I already got a candle going on you. I'm already doing work on all of y'all. Okay, these are big facts. That's why you're angry. Go and take a bath in some salt and some herb and some basil. Just go ahead and throw some Italian season up in there and cleanse your ass. Many of y'all are afraid of water. And you guys really need to get some help. If you guys were just going back and forth with me, hey Jamila, you ugly, you this and that, but y'all start talking about people's kids, and then your 2 month old baby is a whore, and y'all got babies and children having sex with adults and stuff. Y'all must have been around some fucked up people. Now Mike has told me his whole life story. Mike grew up with a bunch of crazy people in his family and outside of his family. He told me all about his family. He told me all about the dysfunction. Trust me, your family makes my family look like the Beavers or the Cleavers, not Beavers, the Cleavers. A lot of mind fuckery. You can tell that you were not really exposed to much. You were not exposed to nature. You were not exposed to anything except for that ignorance. And then you force people. Mike, you damn near forced me to date you. I literally could probably file rape charges against you because coercion is rape. You told me on the phone that you would not stop telling lies on me unless I slept with you. Now, I'm not the type of person that records conversations. Okay? I'm not the type of person, but if I would have been recording that conversation, I would have had a case against you. I don't have a choice but to be here, Mike. You have a choice. You just another ignorant nigga hating on a black person. You're just another ignorant nigga hating on what else somebody has gotten on their own. And then at the same time, you would do anything, so that you wouldn't suffer any embarrassment, but you're still embarrassing yourself. I mean, I'm keeping it real, dude. Like, literally, I don't even know what to tell you. I don't even know what to tell you. Like, it's sad seeing you the way that you are. It is very sad. That's why people left your platform, because they said it was depressing. And then I'm always over here on my platform talking about your depressing ass. But how can somebody ignore a fucking elephant in a room, Michael? Nobody can ignore this. Look at what you're doing. Look at how you said that I'm an embarrassment. If black folks were judged as a whole on your behavior, no wonder white folks is shooting us over here in Georgia, man. No wonder white folks want people, not white folks, but no wonder racist people still don't give a shit. How can you sit up here and say with your behavior, you know what I'm saying? And y'all say, well, don't nobody got the right to just kill somebody, but you don't mind trying to kill somebody's spirit, which you can't never do. But see, that's the difference between me and you, Michael. See, I'm 42 in my mind, or maybe even 42,000 years old. You are literally a little baby boy, wet behind the ears, still living with your mama. Mike, if you and that woman, if you was still with your wife, because you can go look at her Facebook, there's no pictures of you on that lady's Facebook. You are not with that woman no more. You lying. Okay? If you were somebody that had bills to pay, the first thing that you do when you get up in the morning is you come on here and you address the black sector. I know you're not getting paid for that. You're not getting paid for that. You're not getting paid what I'm getting paid. And this is something that you know for a fact. And this even further drives your failure of a channel. It's a failure. Your channels, plural, have been a failure. There's nothing to be proud of over there on your channel. Nothing. You should be ashamed of those channels. You should literally, like, and then you'll come and say something about their children. You'll tell LA about his children. You'll tell me about my children. But look at what your children have to look up to as a father. Look at the legacy that their father is leaving in social media. Look at what you're doing. Me having sex, that's natural and normal. Okay, I'm a little kinky too. I'm not ashamed of sucking somebody's toes. That's nothing to be ashamed of. You attacking people every day and not doing anything to contribute a damn thing to society on a daily basis. Please explain to me why you need to, you know what? I wonder if you have a parole officer. They should have put you on parole, dude. You go too far. You go too far. Literally, it went too far when I was being threatened with physical violence. That was going too far. Do you not know that there are supposed to be limits? Or do you not have any limits? Now, I'm not afraid of any physical violence. I know you ain't gonna do a damn thing. And that's it. And you don't even know where I stay. You don't know where I'm at. You don't, and you won't find out. I had to literally sneak out. Thank God Cliff showed up when he did, or you wouldn't have been distracted. You wouldn't have been distracted by me moving. That, I mean, it was perfect the way I literally got away from you without setting the bed on fire, Mike. Do I need to remind these people of all of the times that you threatened physical violence to me? Like you yourself behind the scenes, you did threaten me. You did. You threatened to hit me. You kept threatening physical violence if I left you. And you even one time told me that you would kill me if I quit messing with you. You probably don't even remember that. And you do all this to a person, and you look up several months later and you're still doing the same thing. You're just not a good person. That's why your mother's kidneys failed. That's why your kidneys are failing, Mike. That's why. That's why. It has nothing to do with drinking alcohol. It has nothing. It is the behavior. It is your behavior, man. You know, and I think I would actually be sad when you die. I think I would actually be sad because it's such a waste of life. You know, you could have done so much better at this life than what you've done. And look at your children and the father that they have to look up to. A man that is in social media threatening to pee in a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old child's mouth. You did that, Mike. You're going to make an excuse for that too? You're going to say you did that because you were drinking? You're going to say that you did that because you're bipolar? No, Michael, you did that because you're evil and you're demonically possessed by something that is ripping your body apart. It is eating your skin complexion up. It is literally eating a hole in your stomach. Your heart is dead. It's about to turn into ash. You understand me? You are dying, Mike. You are dying. You don't do anything healthy. It's black men out here doing yoga, meditating, doing cleansing rituals on themselves, trying to better themselves. And then I thoroughly feel that you're somebody's sacrifice, which is really sad. You under heavy fucking witchcraft. And I told you that, Mike. I told you that when you had called me like a few months ago on Messenger. I said, Mike, you need to get that shit off of you. I told you this last year. I said, you have something on you that you need to get off of you. Remember? You just let it, because you don't give a damn about yourself. Why? Because you're dark skinned, because you're short, because you're overweight. Is this why you don't give a damn about yourself? God damn, I gave a damn about you more than you gave a fuck about yourself. Yeah, I'm having a fucking after school moment, and we're going to have this moment, Michael, because you need to hear it. These are your ancestors talking. You have got to get it together. You can't do shit to hurt me, Mike. I'm not afraid of you at all. I'm not afraid of your lie roasting and your judgment. Listen, hon, I'm good. You hear that rain coming down right now? That's my work. Okay, and so as your leader, as your superior, Michael, you need to get it together. You need to get it together. You're not impressing anybody. None of the spirits are impressed. In fact, the only person that is impressed is a sadistic nutcase that you have on your platform. That's the only people that are fucking impressed with this. And they're not even impressed because you're their sacrifice. I can just about imagine the fact that your ex-wife probably has a life insurance on you. Okay, she's been feeding you extra pork and bourbon so that you will die. And I'm pretty sure that you're okay with it. Because I've seen you. I've seen you in person. I used to see you every day, Mike. 70% of the time that I saw you, you were miserable. My heart broke for you. And even the stuff that you say, you have a problem. I feel that you were abused as a child severely. It's got to be what it is. It is what everybody is missing. You have suffered from horrific abuse and you have PTSD. You know what I want to say to you, Mike? I want to say to you right now, because I am a better person than you. I want to say that I am sorry that I hurt you. Because I know I hurt you. I know I did. You were having a tower moment, but you had to have that moment. This was supposed to be your moment of clarity. Remember when I did all that spiritual counseling with you? Remember when I used to rub your stomach so that it would feel better? I'm the person probably the only person that really actually fucking knows you in this situation. And my heart breaks for you every single time because I don't know what I'm supposed to do about you. Like, I can't be with you. That would ruin my life. So I'm not going to sacrifice myself for you. But I know you. Trust me. 70% of the time, you were very miserable. You were going through changes. You were upset. I mean, you just stay in a tailspin, and people don't know that about you. People don't know that about you. People do not know how sensitive you are. I know how sensitive you are because even before I met you in 2018, you would send me messages saying, you hurt my feelings. You're hurting me. But you know what, Mike? When I met you online, you were already hurt. I'm not the one that did that to you. Jacob didn't do anything to you. And I know you have somebody in your family named Jacob. It was very strange. One day you called, and I think it was your mother in the background. And you said, what's wrong? And she said, Jacob. Now, I know that there is somebody named Jacob in your family. Okay. My son, my little fucking 7-year old child, has never done anything to you or to Leah. Why are y'all taking out y'all child abuse on us? And what's sad is that when I come anywhere around you, I am an empath. All I sense is the pain that you're in. And then I have to process it. And then we end up with this. And this is the truth. While you were over there lying for 3 hours straight, this is the truth over here. You are hurting, you are suicidal, and you are homicidal, Mike. That's why you changed your name to Murder Team, because you want me to think that you're going to murder me if I don't be with you again. And you know it's the truth. You know you set up in my face one night and you said, "Promise me you will never leave me." Remember that? And remember when you told me, you said, "If you leave me, I'm going to kill you." You don't remember that. You don't remember telling me this is good as it gets. We ain't going to get nobody better than each other. Remember that conversation, Michael? You'll lie. You'll lie because you can't be honest. But this is the truth that people don't know about you. I heard you last year. You was having a tower moment. Cliff showed up at your house. You ran right over to my house. Like literally, I was laying in the bed sleep. I couldn't, I wasn't even feeling well because I had just moved a bunch of stuff into the truck and I wasn't feeling well. I was tired and sore and I just had to go lay down and go to sleep. I couldn't even move all of my stuff. I had to ask the guy for an extra day. You came banging at my door, completely shaken that Cliff had showed up at your house. Now, I'm not saying that you were afraid of him. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying that, it was a tower moment for you because the next day I moved into the hotel. You were busy with all the Cliff and the black sector shit. And then a couple of days later, you was like, "Where you at? I want to see you." And I said, "Mike, I can't see you anymore." And you were like, "Why not?" I said, "Because you involved with the black sector. You involve yourself way too much in that shit. And I don't want it coming to my new house when I do move in," because you knew I was going to get my house. Like Section 8 has nothing to do with that. It took me 4 months to save up. Because literally when I left that house, I had what, $500 in my pocket? But I was free. Okay, dear Goddess, I was free. And I knew that my life was like a canvas at that point. I knew I could paint whatever picture I wanted in that canvas. And that's exactly what I did. But you kept wanting to see me. And I kept telling you no. And you even went as far as to tell me that your mother died, Mike. You went as far as to tell me that she died so that you could, guilt trip me or manipulate me. I'm moving on with my life, Mike. I love my peace. I would never feel comfortable thinking that you could be hiding in the bushes outside my house. I could never be comfortable thinking that. Like you can see clearly inside of my sunroom. I'm sitting in here right now. And you're just, I don't know, and I can tell you one thing, that you are never going to put your hands on me. You will definitely never put your hands on any of my children. And I think that it's time for you to go to finishing school. When you got out of prison, they should have put you in some kind of program so that you can learn how to behave like a civilized man. And you ain't behaving. And you're not behaving because of all the times you've apologized. "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry." Why can't you love me unconditionally? Why can't you love me the way that I am? Yeah, I know you're a narc. What narcs do is they pick out one person to abuse. That's why you don't do that to nobody else hardly on your platform. You pick one person out to be abusive to that person. That's what you do. And I'm in here. I'm about to go in here and finish watching The Invisible Man. I'm gonna have to start it over. But I think also the black community is gonna have to stop following up the trauma that we put each other through with more trauma. And I know that y'all were pissed off about me putting up those videos of Helen Mirren as well as Sarah Paulson. I know you were pissed off about that. But you claim to be pro-black, but you hate yourself. How does that work? You do. You do not like your life. Like literally what I did was I made a plan to for my life and I followed up on it. This is not that difficult to do when you're not in that mindset that y'all are in. Okay, you could possibly have a 7-bedroom house. You could possibly have all these cars and stuff that you want. But you're never going to do it in social media with the people and doing the things that you're doing. And I'm just going to keep it real with you, Mike. I know for a fact that some government agency is watching you. I can see them watching you. This is either the FBI or the police. You are definitely being monitored. If you think you out of your damn mind, if you don't think that they watching you, dude, you've been in prison in New York in Rikers Island. Trust me, they watching you. And you already know you're being watched because God only knows what you're actually capable of doing. Now, I personally, I'm not afraid of you. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I'm not afraid of Mike. I've slept around Mike. Mike has bought me food to eat. Like he ain't never poisoned me and no shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like so he ain't that crazy. But I think that what needs to happen is that you need to have your tower moment and have this moment of clarity is what you need to do because I mean this could go on forever. This could literally go on forever. And the next time that I come on here and you feel like you attracted to me, you're going to be texting me, inboxing me. You already admitted to lighting candles on me. And that's very dangerous what you're doing because all that's going to do is backfire. Okay, it is now backfiring on you right now. You need to have your moment of clarity, and then maybe someday we can be cordial with each other. Maybe someday you still need help. You're still too angry. You're still too entitled. You're not entitled to my body. You're not entitled to my spirit. I actually took screenshots of where you told me you wanted my entire soul. You was like, I want all of it. I want your soul. I want your mind. I want your body. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to think of what you meant by that. What are you trying to steal my spiritual gifts? That's not possible for you to do that. Like, oh my goddess. I don't know what you want from me. I know one thing. I know that you did tell me just 2 days ago that you loved me and that you missed me. I know that for a fact. And you know what? I honestly believe that you do. And you know why I believe that? I believe that because of what happened between the two of us when we were together with each other. I know how happy you were. You were happy. You were happy when you were dealing with me. You were. Not miserable the way that you are now. You're miserable. In fact, you used to talk about how you wanted to get away from the black sector. What happened to that? What happened to you going to school to get your CDL? What happened to all of these plans that you had? I don't see you following up on any of this. Remember when you told me that you wanted to get me pregnant? This is what Mike's plan was. And I'm going to tell it because I feel that people have been lied to for so long that they need to know the truth. Remember you were supposed to be getting your CDL license and you said that you were going to go on the road for a year, but that you wanted to get me pregnant first before you left so that I'd be at home waiting for you. You remember that? Remember that conversation? Now, I'm not going to get pregnant by you. I'm not. But you do need to go ahead and make some kind of plans for your life. I mean, something's going to have to give. You're going to have to start living at some point. Right now, you're not living, Mike. You're not. You might as well just be at the damn cemetery. Not telling you to die or kill yourself because that's not how. I'm not even angry at you. Like, can y'all believe that? I'm not even angry at him. And you know what? Sometimes I don't believe that Mike either he doesn't listen to the things that I say, or he has a comprehension problem, or he's relying on someone else to tell him what I'm saying. I'm trying to help you. Like you claim you was trying to help me, but I think it was more so the other way around. You know what? I think that makes me a very compassionate and loving and forgiving person. I think that makes me a good person. That I was willing to, give you a chance and maybe have some unconditional love for you. Well, I don't have that much unconditional love for nobody to allow them to do harm to my children. But you were just talking. Okay? You have got to get anger management because that's one of the things that you need. And I already told you this. I told you this last year when you was telling me to come back to you. What did I tell you to do? I said that you needed to get anger management. You needed to get some counseling. Didn't I? I said get you some anger management and some counseling. I mean, I knew you was crazy when I met you, when I met up with you last year because you was stalking me literally every single day. Every day. Every day. Remember that? Just to get my attention, just because you were hurt, because you wanted me for yourself, like you used to tell me that all the time. I just, it's just, it really is sad. But for me, I've got to move on with my life. Seriously. I have to move on with my life. I can't do this anymore with you. And, Mike, listen, if people are listening to you, you have to think about the negative karma that you are creating for yourself. And it's manifesting in your body. You're sick. Somebody does have a hex on you. You are very, very controlled. You are. You don't have control over yourself. You don't have any self control when you get on YouTube. But now, in person, you have a lot of self control. You're like a totally different person in person. That's so weird how you're like totally different. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I think the last time when I was living in the old house, when we had broke up, remember when you came and you banged on my door? I think the only reason why people know any of this stuff is because you would do this stuff and then you would go back to your platform and try to cover it up and roast me. That, I mean, make any of this make sense? So I don't know. What I do know, I know this. I will tell you this, that there's got to be some kind of end game. You know, literally, this has been the pattern. If me and Mike Mills are not fighting, we're talking, and he's trying to hook up with me. He's trying to be with me. Literally, this has been the pattern. And I know that the only thing that's gonna make this better, and I want to let all of y'all know this. And I don't know. Like, I'm probably gonna have to talk to my coven about this. But literally, aside of cursing the fuck out of this dude to where he can't talk, to where he can't do all this shit, literally, that would be the only thing that I could do. Besides, the only other thing I can do to make it right is to be with you. That would be the only other thing that could make this right for you right now, if I was to just be with you. And I know that for a fact. Like, if I were to just agree to be with you the next time you decide to ask me, when you know, probably in the next couple of days or so, it's typically you tend to, when you're extra mad, you know, maybe you'll stop contacting me for 2 days at most. Y'all, it is raining cats and dogs. No wonder my company couldn't make it. It looked like it's gonna flash flood out here. That's crazy. It's beautiful though. I love this rain. Anti-ADOS guy said a real man would have got you pregnant. That's funny. Yeah, he doesn't want me to move on. He's really been hating on. I think that Mike has been like out the gates, like within the first 3 months that I knew him. He went and took old body shots from a weight loss video that I put up. So he went and took a picture of when I was at my fattest, which I wasn't even fat. I was just very thick. You know what I'm saying? But he went and took that picture, did something weird to it, because Mike will Photoshop pictures or either pause it at a weird, funny angle to make it look bad, or mess up the lighting on it or something. He really does know how to try to make people look bad. And I think that he's been isolating me from the beginning. I think that I probably would have had way more people in the black sector coming on to me. Not that I would want them to, but I think that he has literally manipulated me into isolation. Okay, and you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. You got to stop that. Take that back to Nakerville. You know what Crystal Swirl said tonight? I was watching her earlier. You know what she said tonight that was so pivotal? You know what she said? She said that black people have survived a Holocaust, and that is truth. The things that we do to each other are comparable to the Holocaust. They are comparable. Y'all know I look tired as hell. I'm gonna lay down and get some beauty rest. Because I know I'm looking tired. We've been through the Holocaust. Like, it's so sad, but it's the truth. Like, in 2017, I was having PTSD. Now I done got past all that crap. I done got way past all that crap. Okay, you can be like Jason in the woods or some damn body, whatever. I got a crowbar. Okay? But I mean, literally, I keep having to tell you this over and over and over and over again. And it just makes no sense. It makes no sense that you just continue to do this day in and day out. You know what I'm saying? And it's really starting to to like uh you know you you may need to get some mental health counseling, because you know that, for like, I'm over here busy. I don't think about you unless you over there thinking about me. So he's doing some kind of, he sends me telepathic messages, you guys. He's constantly fucking with my telepathy. Constantly. It's a constant telepathic exchange of shit, you know. You were given an ultimatum last year for you to either leave the black sector or leave me alone. And you know that. You know I don't want a damn thing to do with the black sector. You know this. So why continue to do this? Why continue to involve me? You are the one that continues to involve me. When I decide to involve myself, Mike, it's usually because I just be wanting to communicate some shit. How do you expect, like, everything that you send to me through spirit, I still get it. I still know what you do. I don't even have to watch none of your shows to know what you gonna do, Michael. So stop it. Seriously, you're gonna have to quit, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe that the reason why y'all starting to act violent, I believe the reason why y'all are starting to talk violent is because there's some kind of environmental issue that you may have. I don't know. Maybe it's the coronavirus. I have no idea. I have no idea. All I know is that the shit is weird. It's stupid. It's been going on for far too long, and it's time for it to stop. Now, I'm not going to say what I'm going to do next, but I'm not leaving YouTube. So to all of these women that try to use Mike to get me off of YouTube, none of you will ever run me off of YouTube. None of you. No, no, no. It's never going to happen. Okay? I have a reason to be here. You don't. You don't. You don't have a reason to be here. You're just taking up bandwidth. You're just using up the internet. You're just wasting energy. It costs money. Nature has to pay for that internet connection. Nature has to pay for the power that it requires for you to live stream from your phones and from your houses. Nature has to pay for that. And you're not paying for that. You're not. You're not paying for that. So, you know, I just want to say that, okay, to you. Please get some help, Michael. Stop. Ooh. Hecate. Please get some help before you end up hurting yourself. Okay, you got people that are ready to come down here and fight you. There is a reason why those people want to come down here and fight you. You have no reason to want to fight anybody. You don't. You have no reason at all, Mike. But the people that are threatening you. So the reason why I noticed, the reason why I got physically threatened is because you're being physically threatened. That's why you decided to physically threaten me. Because right now you're being physically threatened. But you choose that, Mike. You choose to be involved with the black sector. I don't choose to be involved with that. I never have been involved with things like that before. You know, I like to come in and talk shit every now and then, but you gonna have to leave that stuff alone. And I'm gonna be honest with you. You talked about everybody else, but there are so many other people that are way more mature that would, I mean, they may watch the black sector. You know what I'm saying? But they're not going to do what you do. Like, you go way too far with it. Like, you really trying to, like you really trying to strike oil or something. You are never going to strike oil with that shit. It's never going to get you anywhere in life. You're not going anywhere in life. Okay? And you see that. And you know what? How can you not know this? How can you not know this, Mike? You've got to know this. I mean, honestly. And like I said, I saw in the cards that you were going to get suicidal. Okay, so I'm going to like digress. I just wanted to do to you what you were doing to me. Okay, you have been doing this stuff to me for a very long time. Okay, I'm going to digress away from this drama. I am, because to be honest with you, like every now and then I'll look in or whatever, but I don't, the energetically, no, no, the energy is all off. The energy is off. This is not cool. It's not cool. Okay. Anyway, guys, it's time for me to get a man. It is. I gotta go to the hair place tomorrow. I'm about to put some red braids in my hair. I'm about to put some braids in my hair, like actually braided. So, like, I'm ready to meet somebody and have warm, cozy nights in front of the fireplace. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to fight with you. I'm not trying to do this all day, every day in social media. It's not entertaining to me at all. Yeah. Yeah, it really is time for him to let that go. And see, and you know what? When I ignore Mike, he ends up in my inbox. When I ignore him, he ends up in the inbox, or either he ends up calling me from one of those spoof numbers. So maybe I should get my number changed. I mean, people shouldn't have to do that though. People that you used to deal with, they should not have to get their damn number changed and stuff. Like, that's fucking I ain't never heard no shit like that. Yeah, exactly. And then you'll sit up there and say, "Oh, you ain't fertile. You ain't." The women in my family, we had babies up into our freaking 50s and 60s. Okay, so I'm ready to live life. That's why I got this. That's why I have this house. That's why I have this house. And no, I'm not on Section 8. I cannot play around with you. If you're a man that I'm dealing with, you gotta pay this rent, which is I'm not gonna say, but it's about 1,500. You gotta pay this rent up in here. So quit fantasizing about me being a cheap date or a cheap girlfriend. No, you gotta pay full price over here. Yeah, full price. Okay, I get billed. You know what I'm saying? So, like, all that fantasy stuff, let that stuff go, hun. Let that go. Because it ain't even happening over here. Ooh. Okay, guys, I gotta go. Love and light, guys. I'll see y'all later. I probably won't see y'all tomorrow, probably at all, because I'm gonna be busy all day. I hope y'all have a happy Wednesday. I know that I had a great day today. I have a great day every day. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, y'all, I will see y'all later. Y'all see how long my hair is. It's really not that long. It really isn't. I did a side ponytail swoop. I'm about to braid this stuff up. Anyway, I hope that this helped you, Mike. I'm sure you're going to come on there and talk shit, but I don't know. It's just going to end up the way it always ends up, with you getting flagged and looking crazy. Good Lord. Yeah, I will see y'all later. Oh, 666 Productions is here. Hello, 666 Productions. How are you? All right, guys, I gotta go. Love and light. Peace and hair grease.